Okay, so factor the expression by factoring out the greatest common factor of the polynomial. Okay, now this one's going to be a little bit weird. If you notice, these two both share a parenthesis 3x plus 13, don't they? They both share it. So let me show you how to do this one by way of a pattern. What if I said, hey, 9xw plus 7w? How would you factor that? You would say, okay, what do they both have in common? They both have a w. You would put the w in the front. Then you're going to have two things in here, right? And what would it be? It would be 9x and 7. And that would be right, for example, right? I'm just making up a different kind of question. I'm basically saying, what if this whole thing and this whole thing was a big old W? What would you do? You would take out the W that they have in common, and you'd put the parentheses, and you'd put the 9x plus 7. You'd peel off the W, and put down the 9x plus 7. Why? Because it would work. It simply works, meaning if I was to take this W and multiply W times 9x, it would go back to 9xW, right? And then W times 7 would go back to 7W, wouldn't it? It would work. It would go back. And that's the test in the end. If you take the W and distribute, does it go back? If you take the W and distribute, does it go back? Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm going to do on this problem. But instead of a W, it's a parenthesis 3x plus 13. Instead of putting a W in the front, I'm going to put a parenthesis 3x plus 13. Don't let those parentheses throw you off. It's just a parenthesis 3x plus 13. Nothing more fancy than that. And then what's going to come after that? Well, exactly what we did here. Another set of parentheses and 9x plus 7. Why? Because we peel off the 3x plus 13s and put them in the front. And what does that leave behind? 9x plus 7. You can see it's correct if you visualize this 3x plus 13 like it's one big thing. It's going to go boom to the right of the 9x and boom to the right of the 7. And it would go right back to where it was. And that's the answer. Just like that. There we go.